to Bellas Fashionistas Home Edition. I am your host, Fleriser Bello. It is a pleasure to have you join us on this beautiful afternoon. We trust that you and your loved ones are well and staying safe. In today's Bellas Fireside Chat conversation, we welcome the Vice President of Communication at ZENO Group and the leader of the Hispanic Star Hub in Los Angeles. Please join me in welcoming Latina trailblazer and Nicaragüense, Denise Montalvan. Denise, thank you so much for joining us today.
It is totally my pleasure to be here today with you guys.
It is a pleasure to have you at Bellas Fashionistas TV. Denise, please share more about yourself and what it is that you do.
I'm VP of Multicultural Communications at ZENO Group. And that's what I do from a 9-to-5 kind of deal, right? But outside of work, I am very passionate about giving back. I feel that I have been blessed in so many ways. I'm an immigrant myself, and I found so much warmth and success in this country that I feel it's my obligation to give back. So one of the many things that I do outside of work, I have my own charity. It's called the Orphaned Earring. In addition to that, I am also Hispanic Stars LA Hub lead here out of the beautiful city of Los Angeles. And I've been able to merge all my passions into one to serve my community.
What is the Hispanic Star? And why did you join the Hispanic Star as an ambassador, followed by a leader?
The Hispanic Star really started as knowing that we needed to take action. You know, COVID hit and affected mainly our African American and Latino communities. And while I was stuck at home with everybody else, I thought there has to be something that we can do. And that's when Hispanic Star took action and said, you know what, we need to support our Latino community and we need to do something about it. And that really resonated with me because I'm blessed with having my own home and my home office and my job. Like, I didn't lose my job during this time. I thought, well, it's my responsibility to give back to those that have been affected. And Hispanic Star was just doing just that. They're reaching out to the communities, giving them supplies as promised by Procter & Gamble, who has donated a lot of products for the community. And like I said, it just really resonated with me. And I thought I need to get on board. When I reached out to see who was leading out of LA, I found out there's no one doing it. So Hispanic Star said, Denise, why don't you just go ahead and lead it for us? I was resistant for a little bit because it's a lot of responsibility. It's a lot of work. And I have a 3-year-old. I have my own charity. I have my full-time job. But that's how passionate I was about what Hispanic Star does, that I said, it's okay, we'll figure it out. And of course, I have un marido, un esposo, and a husband who is just fantastic and supports me in all the craziness that I get involved. So that's how and why I'm able to lead Hispanic Star out of Los Angeles.
Tell us more about the creation of the Hispanic Star Hub in Los Angeles, and what was that like to get ambassadors together and other leaders?
So, it's funny because you would think if you have to put out a formal call and say, you have to, we're calling out volunteers to come and join this, and these are steps you have to take, and this is what you have to do, and it's a big process. It's actually not. If you just talk to people and leverage your own network, you would be amazed of how many other people think like you. So for me, it was not too difficult to get people on board to join Hispanic Star Los Angeles Hub because, a couple of things. One, they already knew I was really involved in charity work through my own organization. And I was able to leverage that and just make a call out on my own social media platforms and said, I'm doing this. This is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be helping communities, giving them food, giving them products. Who wants to join me? And it's surprising how many people raised their hand and said, I'll do it. I'll help you. And it speaks a lot about them and the feeling that we share with each other of just, unidos, We want to do better for our community. And they're mini heroes, you know, because just think about it. It's COVID. We live in a COVID era. And you're basically telling people, get out of your home and interact with people. It's like almost saying exposing yourself. Of course, we take measures. We wear masks and gloves and all that. But, you know, just for people to be that courageous and say, I'll do it, is very amazing to me. At the same time, not surprising. And at the same time, very inspiring for me to keep on going.
Yes, you are inspiring. And all the Hispanic Star Hubs are so inspiring. We've been able to interview now 7 with yourself. And it's just inspiring to hear these stories, how the community comes together, the Latino community comes together, all in one, you know, to be able to give back and to help the community.
All the leaders, we have a little WhatsApp group chat, and you know, we're texting and each other and sending pictures and sending videos and sending gifts to each other. Like if Miami, you know, distributed masks and hand sanitizer to a hospital there, and they're sharing it with me, you know, I'm here liking it and celebrating them, and they do the same with me. Like, I think in addition to, you know, leading my hub, I also feel so connected with the rest of the hub leaders, no matter where they at, because we stay connected. Like, what's up, chat? I mean, if I shared with you some of the funny, very inspiring and motivated gifts that they send, you know, it's like, how can you not do it if you're feeling encouraged by other hub leaders in all the other states? So it's become a little familia, and I'm really enjoying it for sure.
How has the Hispanic Star Hub in Los Angeles been able to pivot and assist the Latino community of Los Angeles?
It's been definitely we learn along the way, right? We started out by saying, okay, we have food, and we're going to distribute food, you know, through contacts, through the networks that we have. We were able to get boxes of food, and we would distribute those all the time in different parts of the city. And I would set up shop, put on my flyers, tell people, here I'm going to be here. However, I was seeing that we weren't getting that many response. So to me, for a little bit, it was contradicting. Like, there's a lot of need. Here I have all this food, but no one's picking it up. No one's taking it, despite of my efforts of sharing it. And that's when I learned that I can set up shop where it's convenient to me. It doesn't work that way. I have to go into the communities that need it the most. There's a lot of people that don't have cars, that they typically don't leave their areas, like in a 10-block radius. They don't leave their cities. So it's up to us. Like, if we want to do a good job, do it all the way. Like, do it through. And for us, it was a learning lesson that we had to go to them. So now we've changed our tactic a little bit, where when we donate food or Procter & Gamble products, we identified the cities that need it the most through working with cities. For example, with Pacoima, the councilwoman there is a great ally to us. The city of Bello and Huntington Park, like I'm now like, me estoy codeando, you know, with some city leaders, because I'm learning from them. They're educating me in how LA is structured, where we need to penetrate, where we need to be, and the kinds of needs that people have. So like I said, it's just been a learning experience for us too, in how to help people more efficiently. It's not just, here, I'm going to go donate this product, this box of food, and that place. No, it's educating myself on what the needs are. And the thing is that when people are, where their basic needs are being satisfied, then they'll be open to hear whatever else we bring, right? And that's the point where I want to get to. Provide for their immediate needs, so then Hispanic Star can take the next step of education.
We will take a quick break, and when we return, Ms. Montalvan will discuss how the Hispanic Star Hub in Los Angeles has been shining a light, creating an impact, and elevating the Latino community of Los Angeles. Don't go anywhere.
We built a media network for you.
BronxNet TV.
Come learn in your new state-of-the-art studios at Lehman College.
At Mercy College.
And coming soon to the South Bronx in the Hub.
Inspire with your stories, culture, history.
Your Bronx on BronxNet.
Engage with us.
Connect with us at your channels and at BronxNet.tv.
Learn, engage, inspire. BronxNet TV.
From the Bronx
to the world.
BronxNet.
Welcome back. Denise, please share with us how the Hispanic Star Hub in Los Angeles has been shining a light and creating an impact in the Latino community of Los Angeles.
Well, we've reached so many families in the last, let's say 3 to 4 months that we've been very active. Once we activated, it was nonstop, just going into the different communities like Royal Heights, East LA, Coima, communities that really were that had the greatest need. And at the same time, it's been a pleasure to get to know other cities. I mean, LA is so big, right? That going into these other communities, I felt like never before connected with the city itself. And it's not only the connection with the city, but also the impact that we're doing, right? You see all types of families come up to our table or donation tables. You see moms, you see dads, you see children. Most of them having lost their jobs because of COVID, other reduced hours. So when they come up to you and they tell you, thank you because I didn't have enough money to buy diapers this week, for example, that's where it really, really hits you. And you're like, wow, like, I was going to come out here and donate, but I didn't know how I was going to impact. And that's been very satisfying, not only for me, but the rest of the team. People, volunteers keep coming back and back because they've experienced this. They've experienced the little kids in the line wanting, wipes for the little brothers and sisters, or the Dawn soap for the mom's dishes. Like, they're so specific about the things that we give out that, it hurts a little, but at the same time, it's encouraging and it's continued doing the work. And I'm hoping that the communities where we're at, that they also, when they get better, when they recover, and when they're doing good, that they also pay it forward eventually.
How many families have you been able to assist?
We calculated about 10,000 families total so far. Yeah, we've at our events, we've reached at least 3,000 people at a time. We've had up walk-ups where people, we set up shop, we set the tables and tents, and we give out bags of products. And we've also done drive-bys where people just drive by, we put the bags in their cars. And each time we've gotten at least, we've had maybe like 900 cars at once line up. Other times been like 3,000 people. And these people are, Latino households tend to be a little bigger, right? You have 3, 4, 5, 6 members of the family walking together to get, as many bags as they can because the need is great. So in total, we have estimated about 10,000 families.
Share with us how the Hispanic Star Hub in Los Angeles has been assisting small businesses.
What comes to mind also is the small business. It's a catering business. This Latina woman who, once COVID hit, all her projects were canceled. She had weddings, she had quinceañeras planned, she had a bunch of events that she needed to cater to. And she was left with nothing. She is a former journalist turned caterer as a way to support her family. So she said, Denise, I'm hurting. I have nothing. I have a little bit of savings, and that's what I'm using to support my girls. But here's my location. Use it however you want. And to me, it was so humbling to meet a woman that was so selfless. Like, she could have said, no, I need it. Give it to me. I need help. Give me. And instead she said, you know what, Denise, set up shop. Here's my business. Here are my tables. Here are my chairs. Here are my tents. Use them. Use them to set up your events, whatever you need. And she would even feed the team. She would even feed us she was making zero money, you know, and it's people like her that I keep that keeps me coming back, that keeps me being inspired. And I'm gonna say her name. Her name is Cici Castillo, and I'm gonna tag her on this later on. And her business is Pink Taquiza, and she's incredible. But women like her, that's so selfless, and luckily, she's been able to evolve, right? Like we all have. Now she's doing drive-by events or curbside events, curbside catering events, and she's picking up a little bit more on business. But till this day, she's showing support to Hispanic Star. And like her, there's other companies that have done the same. Latinx Network. There's this gentleman who does social media marketing, and his clients were all closing because the most affected, and we know this, were Latino businesses. And so he lost his clients. Therefore, his business went down. And I'm telling you, he's one of my number one partners for Hispanic Star. He says, Denise, this is my network. This is the people I know. I know one that has a truck. I know one that has a warehouse. I know one, like this guy knows everybody in LA. And his name is Rudy Rubio. And he's been another key player in Hispanic Star. So to see like these businesses that are in need say, you know what? No, how can I help you? It's encouraging for me, for them, and the rest of the team for sure.
The Hispanic Star is supporting these businesses, being able to provide, whether it's financial, whether it's all these products that has been given by Procter & Gamble. But here, these selfless Latinos are giving themselves and saying here. And that's the heart of a Latino. That's the heart. When there are situations, we come into play and we say, how can we help? And that just gave me goosebumps, Denise, because it's incredible to see these selfless Latinos that may have nothing, but they know that giving back, it's just the way it is.
They recognize that that's the way that we can support each other. Like I said, I can go on and on and on talking about my team. I have Angie Canales. I'm throwing another name out there. I'm kind of giving my shout outs to my team because I love them so much. She was also furloughed, and she's, my right-hand girl who is at the warehouse receiving the shipments, who is with no pay, keeping us organized with her Google Sheets and her lists and keeping me on check on Denise. Our event is on the 14th. Therefore, you need to do this and that, and I value all that. And they know that they're doing it for the smiles that we get when we're out there giving out these donations.
Earlier, you had mentioned that you connected with the councilmen and politicians. Tell us how you have been able to connect with additional organizations to be able to reach Latinos within the community of LA.
I'm going to say this again. It's been a learning lesson for sure. It's a learning experience. One thing I know is that you have to leverage your network. You may not know them, but someone in your network knows them. So connecting with them was as easy as just calling this one friend who I saw on social media who was at an event of the councilwoman. And so I reached out, I sent her a DM. I said, hey, would you, I have this going on. Do you think Councilwoman Monica Rodriguez would be interested? And she said, yep, let me connect you right now. She sent an email, connected us through email, and then she sent, I connected with her office. We did an event there, and then her office connected me to the other cities. It's just snowballed from there. So it takes one call, one connection, one reaching out, and you never know where this is going to lead you. But one thing I know is that you need to speak up. You need to open your mouth. You need to put your shyness away. You need to just stop, I guess, almost like sabotaging yourself, right? Like, and this is where it's a lesson to me. Like, just that one outreach or reaching out to this one person is turned into this. Like, imagine all the other aspects of our lives. If we just stopped doubting it, if we just did that, if we just asked, if we just did that one phone call, that one email, what's the worst that can happen? Them say what? No? But the best thing is that they say yes, and then it turns to be something even greater. So I've been lucky enough to just leverage my network, leverage my friend. So yo no conozco a fulanito, a menganito, fulanita does know. It's just like, it's just, we're all connected. And, the one thing we share as Latinos is that passion and that drive. Like una vez que nos encendas, oh, like you cannot turn us off. Like we're on fire now. But we need that chispa. And that chispa is that one call. So that's how I was able to connect with them. And now working with other organizations like Proyecto Pastoral out of Boyle Heights, Homeboy Industries. I don't know if you know who Homeboy Industry is, but it's an organization that gives jobs to former gang members. So you have all these. It's my next event is going to be with a bunch of ex gang members. So yes, they might look all tatted up and rough, but these are the people that have the biggest hearts. So I'm actually looking forward to that.
What's next for the Hispanic Star Hub in Los Angeles?
What we're focusing on right now is supplying and providing for their immediate needs, products, food. Once their tummies are filled and their needs are met, then we can start talking about education and how to everything from learning that you deserve more, feeling that you deserve more, either from your schools, you're demanding better education, finding more positions in politics, in industries and different business and corporate America. Like we want to be able to get as many Latinos in every sector, in every industry. We want to get as many Latinos in there as we can. But that starts with education and changing the way you think, changing how you feel inside. I've met a lot of people that their American dream was having a house and a car. And they may think, I did it, lo logré, un carro, una casa, I'm set. No, there's more, because we need to get Latinos who are making policy, who are writing policy, because they are the ones that are shaping this country. And it's we can't ignore this. And sorry, making it a little bit about politics, but in the recent months we've seen the systematic racism that exists. Now, how do you think that's going to get changed? By having more representation among the different industries. I am hopeful that my daughter will see improved America, and that her goals are not the goals of my grandparents of coming, voy a Estados Unidos, una casa, un carro, and that's it. No, I want her to think, I am going to become the next RBD. I mean, I don't know, that she just has these wild dreams, and I'm going to make sure that she dreams big. And that's what I wish. I mean, if I wish that for my own daughter, that's what I wish for my Latino community, that they dream bigger, that they want more, that they know they deserve more. They've come to this place. They've earned their stay here. It's not charity, they've earned their stay here by paying their taxes, by supporting the economy. So let's get more chairs in the different industries, in the conference rooms of big corporations. That's where I want to see Latinos. And if Hispanic Star can do that through education, we will. So I know it's a little ambitious, but that's what's next for Hispanic Star LA.
Yes, and I agree with you. We need to educate our community. That's why Bellas Fashionistas, that's why Hispanic Star is doing the incredible work that they're doing to be able to push and lift the Latino community to the next level and get them in these boardrooms and educate them and to continue. We need more people like yourself, Denise. We need more people like Claudia Edelman. We need more people like Sid Wilson. We need more of us. We need more. And the only way that we could do this is by showing the example of yourself, of the incredible work Hispanic Star and all of these nonprofit organizations are creating, so that our community could be able to see this in the grassroots level. So thank you so much for the incredible work that you and your team are doing in LA, that the Hispanic Star is continuing to do throughout the United States. And I am so honored to be here with you and speak about the Hispanic Star in LA. For more information on the Hispanic Star Hub of Los Angeles, where can you be contacted?
Well, they can easily email us at HispanicStarLosAngeles@gmail.com. But let's be real, we live in a social media world. So the best way also, or another good way to reach us is on our Instagram, which is @HispanicStarLA. You could, send us a DM. There's also a link tree on our Instagram profile that you can sign up as a volunteer. You can reach me directly. So on social media would be the best, and also our email.
Thank you so much, Denise, for joining us today. It is a pleasure to have you at Bellas Fashionistas TV.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining us today. Be sure to follow us on YouTube and on social media at Bellas Fashionistas TV and our media partner at BronxNet TV. To watch more of our programming, please visit our websites at bellasfashionistas.com and our media partner at bronxnet.org. Please be safe. Have a great day.